Alright guys, welcome to the channel. So, this is one of my first videos I'm ever creating. Right now I'm just recording the audio, so I'm going to do no face cam today because I don't really like the idea of my face on the internet. But I just thought I might make this real quick. So, I was thinking of a video idea and I really couldn't think of anything. So, I just came up with this idea. So, I don't know about y'all, but literally every ad I see on the internet is just Raid Shadow Legends. Like, all it is Raid. Like, every single channel I've watched is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. So I was like, you know what, I'll play it. Like, I fell into their trap, so I decided to play it. I put like about, 15 hours of gameplay into it. And today I'm just going to be sharing my honest opinion on Raid Shadow Legends. So, I've been hearing so much about it, so like if any of y'all are ever considering like putting some time into the game, I'm just going to give you an honest review on that. So I definitely have some negatives, some cons about the game. Of course, most games, there's got to be something wrong with it. But mostly it's positive. Like, I played it and I just thought it was just going to be another pay-to-win MMORPG, but honestly, I had a pretty good time playing it. So personally, I'm a really big fan of MMOs and mobile RPGs and stuff like that. I just love grinding and having a good time, and this is definitely that. I mean, it's nothing special, it's nothing unique. It's just a classic mobile MMORPG game, and like that's really all I asked for. But I mean, that's just my personal opinion on it. So basically, if you've ever played any other mobile games like Summoner's War, for example, it is almost exactly identical to that. Like, you just summon champions using crystals and stuff. You build your different teams for like PvP, for raids, and for the campaign. And you build different teams with your champions that you collect from crystals. And of course, you collect those crystals through gameplay, but you can also purchase crystals, which they highly pressure you into doing. And that's the only part of the game that I don't like, is the whole pay-to-win aspect, because to some extent it is pay-to-win. Now, definitely you can progress and you can make it pretty far in the game without paying anything, which, I mean, that's the way I played it, but they highly pressure you into purchasing things. Like, once you open the game, you get about 23 pop-ups of just, yeah, spend $60 on this, spend $5 on this, blah, 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 blah. All that mobile game RPG crap that they give you to try and buy their stuff. It's just that, I mean, it's easily avoided, but I really don't like that kind of stuff when I'm playing it. But you definitely can progress faster if you pay, but you will definitely progress and make it in the game without paying. So, I think the combat is very fun. I mean, it's enjoyable. It does get repetitive over time. Really, the only appeal to this game is the grinding. I mean, that's the only part that's actually enjoyable, is just sitting there grinding through the levels, making progress and stuff like that. This is not the kind of game where you're just going to want to sit down and just actually put thought into the battles. No, you're just going to... They have an auto fight feature on there. You can just press that and it'll go through it. This is most likely the kind of game that you should set up on your computer and just go run through some dungeons and go do something else while it's fighting. Like, you don't put that much thought into it. It's not really that enjoyable of combat unless you're playing PvP. Now, the PvP is the only thing that I can actually like keep coming back to. Like, that it's the only thing that's not repetitive, because you have different teams and stuff like that. You get to play against other champions, which you don't really get to do in the campaign, and you get a lot of cool rewards for it. Like, you get a lot more rewards playing the PvP than the campaign, and that's really the only reason I come back to play the game, is just the PvP, because it's very good PvP. Now, it's very slow progression. It's slower than Summoner's War, in my opinion, because like, I mean, leveling up in Summoner's War took a long freaking time. Like, you had to dump hours and hours into that just to progress and level up, and it's really not a good game if you don't have very good patience. But Raid Shadow Legend, it takes a lot of patience, that's all I have to say. This is a game that you're really going to have to dump time into if you want to actually be good at it. Now, also something I really love about it, it's just versatile. This is the game that you can either get really into, or you don't have to be into it all. This it's one of those games where you can just pick it up and, like, in the doctor's office in a waiting room, you can just pick it up, play a few rounds, and then put it down and wait a week before you play it again. It's good for that. But you can also play it seriously. You can actually devote time into it. It's just it's like versatile. You can do whatever you want. You can either be very serious about it or you can be very non-serious about it. Like, you can either dump all your time into it or no time. It doesn't matter. You can still have fun doing either one. Personally, I chose to actually devote some time into it and actually get serious about it and try and progress in it, and by far I've been having a great time. But you could just play it any way you want, for fun or anything. So that was my honest review on Raid Shadow Legends. Hope y'all enjoyed. Bye bye.